All right, Jonathan for Pedals and Effects, back with Bob, and we thought as long as we had Bob here, we'd probably better talk about his signature fuzz made by TSVG company. Where are they from?
Philadelphia.
Philadelphia. And this is the Fluzzy
Yes.
fuzz, the Best Coast signature model.
Yeah.
Hold that sucker up in this dude. Look at that.
Got the Raiders cap on there. Raider Nation.
So that is awesome, of course. And then, so what? I mean, I'm dying to know, like, what were you going for? And how much input did you have?
There's a little bit of back and forth, and what I wanted was kind of like the Super Fuzz, or like I specifically referenced the Ibanez version of the Super Fuzz.
The standard fuzz.
Yeah, standard fuzz.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I love that one.
I love, yeah, me too. So he kind of went from there, and the funniest thing is, like, there's this gate knob, and I had wanted it to be like a tight gate, like a noise reduction kind of thing. But he did the opposite, which is like introduce more noise, so it sounds more vintage.
Okay.
But I was like, that's actually pretty cool. So we kept it as is. And so yeah, it's just like a versatile, like the standard fuzz, vintage sounding fuzz. Retains low end good, and this is, I actually do use this as the only fuzz pedal on my board.
Your Best Coast board?
On my Best Coast board, yeah.
Really?
Holy shit.
So that's your solo tone, whatever your lead sound.
All the fuzz parts, and then I have one other distortion for more like rock kind of. That's kind of my thing with any board, pretty much. It's like one rock distortion and one like kind of crazy fuzzy vintage sounding thing. And so yeah, this is it.
Cool. Let's hear that thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's pretty super fuzzy.
Yeah, I was just going to say. So that's what does that scoop thing instead of a knob, or like a switch, like the
Yeah,
the
kind of,
old
yeah.
one.
Like
Okay.
a little back switch.
What's it sound like when you hit the boost into that? Just can't handle it.
What were you doing that was getting it to squeal like that? So that's obviously the output on the bass that you are now playing the Ibanez.
Yeah, turning on this power thing, and then just having it at a really bright setting. So.
Awesome.
So my question for you was, if you were going to hit that with that boost in there and let the note decay, is that when the fuzz would come back in and kind of take over?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
Because it's petering out.
That's great.
And so then on there, so what basically, like, how do you use it in different from a guitar and a bass? Or do you use it the same?
It's kind of different. I just kind of mess around usually, because
I guess depending on what instrument you
yeah,
play,
the instrument and also the amp and
Right.
stuff. So, like in Best Coast, when I'm using it with guitar, I roll off a lot of the low end, but then bass, it's the opposite. You just bring it back in.
Right. And so, are they still available?
I think they still have a couple left. We only made, I think, 300, so there's not a ton of them, but they might still have some.
And then the price goes up. Well, we'll definitely put this one in a Fuzz Wars, man. That thing is.
Let's hear that doomy. I want to hear some more of that doomy, huge.